Made of pen and ink, she can win you with a wing.
Yoo-hoo!
Ain't she cute?
Boop-boop-be-doop.
Sweet Betty.
Magic mirror in my hand, who's the fairest in the land?
You're the fairest in the land. You're the fairest in the land.
I want to see my stepmama, stepmama, stepmama. I want to see my stepmama.
Her stepmama, the queen.
I've heard about your looking glass, looking glass, looking glass. I've heard about your looking glass.
And what it says is so.
Magic mirror in my hand, who's the fairest in the land?
You're the fairest in the land. You're the fairest in the land.
Off with her head.
Okay, queen. What a shame. Poor Betty.
Always in the way. I can never play. My own mama would never say I'm always in the way. Don't leave me here alone. I don't want to freeze. Save me, save me! Thank you. Am I the fairest in the place?
If I were you, I'd hide my face.
Folks, I'm going down to St. James Infirmary. See my baby there, she's stretched out on a long white table. She's so sweet, so cold, so fair. Let her go, oh bless her. Wherever she may be, she will search this wide world over, but she'll never find another sweet man like me. Now when I die, bear me in my straight leg breeches, put on a box back coat and a Stetson hat. Put a $20 gold piece on my watch chain so you can let all the boys know I died standing pat. Then give me 6 crap-shooting pallbearers. Let a chorus girl sing me a song. Put a red folks, now that you have heard my story, say, boy, hand me over another shot of that blues. If anyone should ask you, tell 'em I got those St. James Infirmary blues.
Magic mirror in my hand now. Who's the fairest in the land?
You're the fairest in the land.
Good morning, Mr. Seal.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Who do you think you are?
Beans is the name. One of the Boston beans.
Good morning, Mr. Hardy.
Quiet. Camera. Action.
No rattler could rip her, no python could nip her, for she was a last word in class. Sweet Flossie Farmer, the lovely snake charmer, who fell for a snake in the grass.
She shunned all the geezers on flying trapezers and let all the acrobats pass. The sweet Flossie Farmer, the lovely snake charmer,
Went boom for a snake in the grass.
the Boston bean. I found the little rabbit's foot, rabbit's foot, rabbit's foot. Oh, I found the little rabbit's foot. And here's the rabbit's tail. Oh, I'd like to find the rabbit's head, rabbit's head, rabbit's head. Oh, here's the little rabbit's head.
It's time to go to bed.
Where you going, Bunny, huh? Oh, the crazy Mad Hatter. Oh, the Duchess and the Froggy and Humpty Dumpty and the Mock Turtle and the March Hare and everybody else. Everyone, how do you do? The cook in the kitchen and the Duchess too. The Dormouse and the Teapot and the Mad Hatter too. How do you do? Ooh. Everyone, no matter who. The folks over 80 and the Kiddo too. The Walrus and the Lobsters and the nice oysters who say, how are you? Ooh. There are lots of strange little people in this place, I find. But I hope you'll treat me the same as any of your kind. Oh, you and you and you and you. The king in the palace and the princess too. The turtle in the water and the lion in the zoo. How do you? Poop poop doo poop.
There's a little queen on the animated screen. Wait till you get a view of sweet Betty. Made of pen and ink, she can win you with a wink. Wait till you get a view of sweet Betty. Those eyes, that pretty nose, and oh, aside from this, she's got so much of those. If you want to see just a perfect little she, wait till you get a view of sweet Betty.
All ready, the big show starts off immediately. Oh, get your piece of the red wagon.
Introducing Miss Jenny in her death-defying high dive into a bowl of soup. Give the little girl a big hand. Are you ready?
Ouch! Who touched me?
Peanuts, peanuts, peanuts.
Louder than yours.
Look out! Pardon me. You dropped your handkerchief.
Thanks.
Peanuts! 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 Peanuts!
I'll have them peanuts.
Oh, I have no peanuts.
And now, Betty on the high wire.
place and the time I know. I got a bench and a park and a park and a bench and oh, poo-poo-ba-doo. Sitting down, seems so dumb. Hurry, dear, I'm getting numb. Oh, do-do, poo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo, poo-poo-ba-doo.
I think I'll wait here and see. Ah, me beauty, at last.
Stop!
Do you like your job?
Uh-huh.
Well, I think if I were you, I'd go so you better come out with me tonight. Have some dinner.
You mean?
No! There'll be no more poop-poop-a-doop out of you!
You can feed me bread and water, or a great big bale of hay. Oh, but don't take my boo-boo-ba-doop away. You can say my voice is awful, or my songs are too risque. Oh, but don't take my boo-boo-ba-doop away.
Come on, no, I got you, me beauty.
I'll save you.
Stay out!
I'll get you.
Take that and run! Yeah.
Say,
No, he couldn't take my boo-boo-ba-doop away.
All right, now everybody can hear me, right? Who should voice Betty Boop? Now that is an excellent question. Curiosity strikes at the strangest of times. Who should voice Betty Boop? Like nowadays? That's an interesting question. You know, it's curious, isn't it? I'm not entirely sure. Well, I'll go back. And now the kitchen is done. There was a lot of damage to the kitchen. In that there was ceiling damage, and then we just decided to just fucking rip everything else out. Thought Ariana Grande at first. Okay, see, now if you really want a Betty Boop, you really want someone who can get really high and still be able to sing very easily. Maybe Gray Griffin. Gray Griffin might be able to do. Carrie Walgren. Who has Carrie Walgren voiced? That's a question. I want to have that question answered, if you would please be so kind. Most recently, Betty Boop has been voiced by Sandy Fox in licensed projects and Cindy Robinson in commercials. Well, that's not the question we were asking. We were asking who would we cast as Betty Boop? Kari Wahlgren? Oh, he got a letter swapped around. But, like, yeah, what has she been in? Like, who has she voiced? Makes you say, yeah, Betty Boop. Like, I need a frame of reference. Because I think I've probably heard her voice in things, but I need someone to tell me things. Tell me. If I think about it off the top of my head, you could say Tara Strong just because of Bubbles, but Tara Strong's not the strongest singer, oddly enough. She was the green duck reporter from DuckTales. That does not help, sadly, because I don't remember that incidental character. You tried your best to try to name something. Susie Johnson. Okay, all right. Susie Johnson. Okay. You know what? Yeah. That's not a terrible gift. But whoever you got to do Betty Boop, the most important thing is, like, they got to be able to sing too. Like, that's like a requirement. Because Betty Boop's whole, like, at least part of her whole shtick is, like, she sing good. She sing really good. Where's my shirt? I'm in a nasty habit of misplacing things lately. Things I grab and then I put them down and then all of a sudden, poof, they disappear. Wouldn't normally upset me, but it's just, nah. Come on. Maybe the only clean black shirt I have right now. Poop-a-doo. I feel like I'm walking around in circles for no reason because it's probably staring me right in the face, but everything in my room is black, so it just blends the fuck in. This is absolutely abysmal. Now, I didn't get to do a previewing of this movie before tonight, but it's much fresher in my memory having watched it a couple of times recently, so shouldn't be a problem this time. I mean, hey, even last week I still had a lot I could talk about. Where is my friggin' thing? Where is it? Where's the fucking thing? Where's the fucking thing? Where's the fucking thing? Where is it? I'm going back. I'm going back to the pit. That's not a shirt. That is the same thing I grabbed just a second ago. That is not acceptable. And fuck it, I'm turning the lights on. There's no... I've been left with no other choice but to turn the lights on. I have no other choice but to turn the lights on! With some surprising musical talent as our cast. Tigers from Kung Fu Panda series, Starfire from DC Animated Film, Chloe from Fairly Odd Parents, Charmcaster from Ben 10. Okay, now that I'm thinking about it, between Chloe and Susie, maybe Carrie Walgren isn't necessarily the best for Betty. That's a smelly shirt, so that's not it. Oh, wait a minute. I was trying to look for deodorant, and I think the shirt got lost on the way. Seriously, where? Wandering in circles, wandering in circles, wandering in circles round the room. Wandering in circles, wandering in circles. Wandering in circles, and at least in the time that I'm wandering in circles trying to find my goddamn shirt, at least my hair's getting dry. Isn't my stairs? Gotta stop showering at the last minute. I gotta shower like the day before or something, because this is absolutely getting ridiculous. And if I had showered the day before, I wouldn't be out a shirt. I would already be wearing one. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Just had it. And now I can't find it. This is insightful commentary on how you had plenty. Yes, I did. Yes, I did have plenty of time. It's my fault. It is my fault. Now it's the shirt problem. I'm sure somewhere out there's probably someone who would actually appreciate me doing a shirtless live stream, but that's not the kind of audience I want to invite. So, where's my shirt? I've done nothing but wear polyester cotton blend for so long that any other shirt would just feel uncomfortable. But I guess this'll have to do. This'll have to do for now. I hate to say it, but this'll have to do for now. That's my least favorite. That's my least favorite sentence in for the personal vendetta against that sentence. Honestly. That sentence should be a crime. This'll do for now. Yep. What the fuck? What about? Yeah, okay. But then what about later? Then it won't be fine? Well, yeah, kind of the idea. Well, then why even bother with that? Why even bother with that? That'll do for now. Like, come on. Alright, here comes the camera. It's a Cuphead shirt. Now, I didn't think this would show up on camera because of how faded it is in real life. But, hey, look at that. It actually shows up. Welcome to the state of my life. An absolute chaotic band of buggle. Buggle and cock. Okay, I decided to try looking in a spot where I thought it might be. My shirt. My shirt, I mean. But, turns out that's a no. Okay. Turn off my phone's ringer. Turn the screen brightness down so that I can still see if there is an emergency phone call or whatever. Which, it could happen. Don't laugh. Could happen. Okay. Yeah, I need to clip this back on the correct way, which was with this tool. Okay, let's see. Son of a bitch. Ugh. Man, you know, now there's a million things on my mind, and I can't be thinking about all of that right now. Come on. Come on. Okay, come on, teeth, get around. Okay, come on. Come on. Poop boop a doop. I think that's the second time I've said that tonight. Okay. Now, will that do? I mean, I guess it will. It's fine. You know, in a relativistic sense. How's it looking on the screen? It's looking okay. Okay, come on. Okay, get that out of there. Get that out of there. Okay, come on. Okay, this is getting ridiculous. This is how ridiculous my life is. This is how ridiculous my life is. Come the fuck on. Okay, I think that's okay. You know, I think I'm gonna have to close the video player, because I left it open for so long. There's bound to be errors, so I wanna make sure I fix that first. Check my camera. Wait, why does it look like that can stretch all the way across? Oh, that's because it's not pulled over correctly. You'd think I'd have like a clip over here for this sort of thing. Fuck it. Fuck it, we ball. I'm not sticking around with this shit anymore. The patience of those watching this live wears very thin. At least I presume it does. Okay, anyway, okay. Sorry for the wait. We'll be starting soon. Yes, that is true. We will be starting as soon as possible. Okay, let's see. Right here. Get everything set up there. Why did I close the face cam image for my side? Because I need to look at how pretty I am so that you guys think I'm pretty too. Okay, so let's see. Can I get this in here without it being uncomfortable? Yeah, relatively speaking. Imagine it would be more comfortable if I had the shirt I wanted. Straight black shirt. Not this gray on gray bullshit. At least I think that's better. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it'll have to do. All right, reopening the movie. Doo-doo. At least I think I reopened the movie. Okay, here goes. And here goes. Boom. There we go. So we begin in 3, 2, 1. And a great big hey, howdy, hey to all my goofy goop. Hang on, let me try that again. 3, 2, 1. And a great big hey, howdy, hey to all my goofy goobers out there. Welcome back to Animanic Commentaries with Comic Auzi. I keep saying welcome back. I shouldn't say that because because there's the thing where like some people, this could be your first. This could be your first time. Okay, Shadow Squad's giving off some interesting fun facts about how it's based off a toy. Based off of not just a toy, but also like it also get made into books. Co-written and produced by Robert Rodriguez? God damn. But yeah. Yeah. The songs, yes, the songs are great. This is a musical. As I've said before, this entire year is going to be musicals. You know, taking a few breaks means that I don't have to stretch myself thin for figuring out what is or isn't a musical. That being said, holy crap, is this a good one? It really just does not make sense. The co-director for the last film for Shrek co-director, Kelly Asbury. God rest their soul. But other than that, this film has got some pretty good talent behind it. And I'm sure you guys will be reminding me of who that talent is. But the one musical talent that I think will definitely show their face very clearly is Glenn Slater as the lyricist. Everyone should be familiar with him by now. As of like Tangled, he kind of was the lyricist for like the Disney musicals. Or I guess not really. I mean, he was. I guess it was Tangled. And that was it. Him and Alan Menken on Tangled. Aside from writing some new songs for Ashman and Menken stuff for Broadway, like writing new songs for the Little Mermaid show and other such things, it's like, you know. But other than that, it definitely speaks to the quality that this film does make it so that the songs work their way into the narrative. I think there's even like at least one needle drop, and the characters don't sing it, but it actually works very well into its montage placement, and the song is very much, very much related to what's going on. But without further ado, we should go ahead and get ready to synchronize. It's time to synchronize. It's time to synchronize. It's time to synchronize. Synchronize, synchronize. It's time to synchronize. It's time to synchronize. Synchronize, synchronize, synchronize. Synchronize, synchronize. All right. Everybody ready with their copy? Most likely begins with the Universal Studios logo. So, pray for me. But anyway, we are going to begin in a 3, 2, 1. Go! Get the subtitles turned on. Pour moi benefit. Oh, I just realized the volume on my end is still kind of up. Okay, that's why it's not normal. I was like, why is it having me go down to 70%? STX film logos? Well, here's STX films right here. Here's that logo. And Alibaba Pictures. Yes, this was a Chinese joint. At least I think that's Chinese. From what I know, this is a joint production between China and a few other people. Yep, Shanghai, it's China. Okay. And this is... I already absolutely love the music playing here. It gives off some lovely energy. Oh! And there's a song here that's being played in instrumental form that is going to become very important very soon. And, whoa. It begins. And you see there's different doll types. Don't worry about that, that's nothing. Welcome to Hollywood, far, far away ship. Uglyville. Thank you, Pitbull. And there's that, and there it is, right here. And, yep, this opens with our, this is our lead. This is our lead. I'm really bad with celebrities. Kelly Clarkson. Ah! So we're already kind of establishing like just how they feel about themselves and their confidence. Haha. Yes, a broken clock is always right, like once a year. Yep. It's hard to talk because the songs are so good. Love this hook here. This has got a really good hook at this, right here at the chorus. But yeah, this is our establishing number. And this is also like... Yep. 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 And then here's Wanda Sykes. And yeah, she's not like necessarily the best singer, as you could tell, but like she doesn't get a singing role. I love all these things, all these metaphors that they come up with. Yeah. I'm just hearing Blake Sheldon and Wanda Sykes. I don't know, they do a pretty good job. Like, they at least have fun. Like, even if all you can hear is a celebrity, like, they're having fun. They're having a lot of fun. Go, Willard! Ow. Now, give it a minute, Ryder. You're gonna want to hold your tongue on that. Yeah, Roberts being like Wedgehead, and like she's not even in the movie. And of course they had Pitbull, so they had to do a rap breakdown. And here they go. Well, but yeah, we're able to like fit in like the like it seems so common to put the I wants into the establishing number. It does allow them to like, you know, start off very quickly. So I love that. That's great. I was like, there's something I've always said, like, to myself about the designs, and I still think it rings a little bit true, is that they did kind of, like, step away from, like, what the Ugly Dolls are based around, like, by giving just making their pupils just that much bigger makes them look a little too cute. But they do have a reason for doing that, which we'll get to later. But yeah. You can definitely feel like they're trying. And here she goes again. It's like, still smacks me in the face. Damn. Nah, poor girl. And the moon. The moon is a broken button, and you can see he's smiling. Want son, take a shot. Actually, That's kind of similar to, like, One Jump from Aladdin, how it's like One Jump had that, like, big energy, and then there's a brief reprise afterward. It's a little more emotional. Yeah. You gotta have faith, Moxie. You gotta have Moxie, Faith. Oh, lucky bat. This might not be the best approach. Yeah. So. Yeah. Man, dude. Yeah. And uh-oh. And off she goes. Whoop. So wise. Off they go. I love that gag, because there's no glass. Oh boy. They're all celebrities. Well, at least all the major characters are celebrities. Mountain of Cardboard, yep. That's exactly what it is. I love the friggin' aesthetic here. It's like so bright and colorful. Which is like, I mean, already contrasted by that factory we saw in the opening, but is about to be contrasted even further when we get to where they're going. Okay, that helicopter could have actually helped. Never mind. Oh boy. Of course. Yep. I do love their, like, very bubbly cartoon designs. It makes their silhouettes really easy to follow, because you got those straight, like, very simple shapes, like, for their specific, like vertical and horizontal differences. Like, his ears being, like, super close together, the other's ears being further apart, her ears being round, his body being, like, the pudgy, and him being a dog with a very, like, noticeable... There she goes. Yeah. No. She's really trying. Yep. Yep. Huh. Yeah. They're going off. Love Kelly's energy. Love Moxie's energy. It's so great. Yeah. Wanda Sykes is a sass queen, yeah. It's also just some good comedy, honestly. Like, really pretty good comedy here. Whoop! Here they go. Gotta like they definitely picked the right. And there she goes. And into the beads. Ha. And a reprise from the top of the show is, yeah, right here. They're already important. Now, if there are dolls that are set to be cute on purpose, then there's these ones. The bobbleheads definitely, like, contrast just from having those very scrawny, rawny bodies. And I also love this. Yeah, this is great. Yeah. This is really great. Yeah, there it is. And you can see like the tinier pupils for the dead-eyed look is the idea. Which does help with the contrast a little bit. And hey, never be mad about expressive like character designs where they're able to like shrink and grow the pupils if nothing else, and it's really good. Yep. How do you disguise exposition in a really good way? This is it. They're being given like the rundown of what's gonna happen. Again, like, there's some good writing. Yes, uncalled for. Yep. And here it comes. Uh-oh. Here it goes. Baby Rexo, Lizzo, and Carly XCX. And here comes our villain song. Spoiler? Well, it'll become fairly obvious very quickly. Hello. Nick Jonas. They got great energy for this. They gave him a lot of Michael Jackson energy, not gonna lie. With a little bit of disco fever. Ooh, boy. Ooh, boy. Yeah. Like... Ooh. Yep. Already, like... Huh. That's interesting. Oh, boy. Oh boy. Ha. Woo boy. I love the random girl there. Ooh boy. Also the yarn.
Woo! That is a really... yeah, all the lyrics so far have been pretty good in the song, but that was the nice, like, that's what it was really building up to there. Scare some unsuspecting youth, like, that was really good! That was really good, that was funny. Ooh, boy. And they're so used to hearing ugly as a compliment. Exactly. That's why it's so devastating. Again, this is a really funny movie. Like, I don't get why it didn't do well. It's really good. People made like assumptions about it and then never saw it because, like, that's how movies lose money, is because people don't go to see it. They made assumptions about it, never went to see it. Jeez. And they're going off all dejected, like... And all the detail was actually very nice. It's like getting all that texture on them. What? Be yourself should never really be an overplayed message. It's pretty important. Especially in this day and age, we definitely need to hear it. There's a reason why it gets that lesson and story gets told over and over again. Again, some pretty good jokes. Is stopping the rules from being read. This guy's got some shit to hide, and they're really laying it on pretty thick, which is always good. That was good. Again, like, woof. And of course, gotta kill the dreamer, otherwise the dream won't die. So look at the texture of his. Oof. Yeah, that's the name of the movie. Whoo, boy. I like this reprise. Yeah. It's really good. It's gentrification, I tells ya. Gentrification, goddammit. This is one of the best things about, like... Whoop. One at a time, fellas. Nobody calls you that. Jalelle Monet. She's a pretty good singer. She's a pretty good singer. She gets at least like a couple of songs in this film. She does them really well. Well, a couple of songs in one reprise, but you know. Let's not get too technical. No. Oh! Might wanna, And right into a wall. No. Yeah. Yeah, they make you who you are. Legally blind. But hey, take at least some pride. Despite how expensive these stupid things can be sometimes. Still love the button as the moon. So good. So good. They have definitely stepped out of... They even had, like, the manhole covers made up. This is a very established location. Bum bum. Up. Whoop. Ooh. Whoop. Here it goes. Ooh. Ow. Ow. Tuesday's just not all there. Heh. Heh. Woo-woo! Love it. Uh-oh. Haha. Hmm. Oh boy. Bum bum. Bum bum. Bum bum. Here we go. Dum 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 dum. So yeah, this is the point I was talking about, like where they just take an existing song. I mean, to be fair, when Beetlejuice got adapted to a musical, they actually used like the Harry Belafonte songs pretty well. He's really putting them through the ringer. Ah. She's just done with it. Boop, boop, boop. And this really carries the and ooh. Yeah. She's on to you, motherfucker. Her name is literally Moxie. Very difficult. Anyone else getting Monsters University vibes? I mean, you're not entirely wrong. Bum bum bum. Hmm. Just... They tried. They tried. Here they go. Hmm. Well, off they go. Whoop. Woof. These lyrics are very... Like, you actually listen to the words that are being sung. It's like... Huh. Whoop. Some of these lyrics are very... Woof. Love that. Woof. Yep. It's a very biting song, like... And this musical, this movie, has an obsession with doing... Like, with doing very emotional reprises of the songs that just happened. Like, right here. Right here. Like, like more immediately than even the previous ones. Oof. Yes. Woof. If that wasn't... I mean, if that isn't what the song was already about, like, that hurt. Oh, God, actual chills. Ah! It hurts. It hurts so good, though. Oh, painful. Oh, this is a brief little, just be a little comedy stint. And yes, this was written for the film. Woof. It's not even a lot, it's just very brief. Woo woo. Uh-oh. Good Lord. Someone always falls off the conveyor belt. Bum bum. Woof. And if that ain't don't hurt. Woof. Woof. Man, what a bastard. Tuesday night football? What the hell are they watching out there? Anyway, but yeah. Dum dum. And that's the button moon is frowning. God. Woof. Damn it. Closed dude. God. And now Uglyville is as gray as the friggin' factory line. Damn. Huh. No. Sad day. Love all the textures. The animation is pretty good too. Like really, like they have a lot of fun. The animators definitely had a lot of fun on this film. You just feel the love on screen. I really wanted to. Damn. Like where does even the nice and optimistic character reach their limit? Poor guy. Yep. And here's the showstopper right here. This song is almost like the reason for the story. Oof. Boom. Woo! If this already wasn't like a very poppy soundtrack, this is like the most pop song in the whole story. Ooh, that was a little rough. Someone tell the audio engineer to calm the fuck down and maybe like hit like Control Z on that. That sounded better. Woo! Their voices blend really nicely, gotta say. Yeah. Woo! And the visuals also really great by like using mirrors that are unbreakable. Woo! And again, the visual of the mirrors is really great. I like mirrors and picture frames all at once. It's like it's great. Woo. Whew. Love that kind of like stretching of a line. It's also really great for the metaphor in that, like, glass is actually really easy to shatter, but you cannot be broken. You yourself are unbreakable. And if that moment where they kind of sort of shattered the mirror betwixt them, oof. Uh-oh. Ooh. Ooh. Yep. You can see the gears turning on those faces in that previous shot. Jackass. Jackass. Oof. What a jackass. And here we are back in at the pity party. Love that dour, like, yellowy. Again, this film's got some really good bits. Most of them dialogue, not a lot of, like, over-the-top animated comedy, but the characters are still very physical. They're still physically fun to watch. But they could probably have done with a lot more, like, you know, physical humor. And here it goes. No. Poor Wage. I love Ox. He's such a good dad, you know? He's kind of like the Papa Smurf of this village. Uh-oh. That's great. Uh-oh. Ah, it has a face. The recycler's hungry. This ain't great. Ah, fuck. They did a pretty good job putting them in a tense situation. That's for nothing else. They really made... Like, they really made Lou an absolute bastard. Here they come! Ah, boy. Just remove everything out of your pocket. Whoop! Woo! 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 Nah. Yeah, is it a flower? Is it like hair? Is it a bow? What is it? Bum bum. Huh. Let's show them that what they call ugly is not. It just makes us who we are. I'm not ugly. You're just a bitch. I'm not a monster. You're just an asshole. And you are that fucking asshole. Whoa. Yes, Bella, pretty much. Here they are. They never thought they'd make it, but here they are. Mm-hmm. Nice. Somebody put a restraining order on that woman. No. Oh boy. And it begins. Now here's our epic climax. Yep. And Robodog. I love that. This is what I mean when I say, like, there's not a lot of physical comedy, but the animators do have fun with these characters. Down the stairs. Uh-oh. Oof. You think? Oh boy. So, yeah. You know, sometimes I find it hard to talk about a movie because it's like, what do I talk about? The animation? It's pretty simple. If a little standard, it's pretty simple. But fun. The songs? It's pretty simple, but they also fulfill their role really well. The emotional core? I mean, God, we've already gone through all the emotional scenes. And the score is honestly on point, like the way they use the songs. Oh boy. Uh-oh. And yeah. It's so interesting. That poor guy just never took off that sign. Oof. Whoop. And that, I felt that. I felt that cartoon tire squeal sound effect in my soul. It's like the perfect place for some, like, you think like, oh, the only use for like sound effects like that is for comedy. It's like, no, the only place for sound effects like that is animation. Aww. Aww, little guy. Little robo guy. Oh! Ooh. Bum bum. Bum bum. Yep. Oof. Damn. That is true. They'll never see the ugly truth. It was will. Woof. Way to go, Nick Jonas, like, with that, like, delivery. Like, man. That sounded like a man desperate for, like, desperate to do anything. Oof. Oof. Ah. You know, he might have well has said dead. Off he goes. Oof. 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 Huh. Yep. Woof. Yep. Aw. It's, and this is... Oof. Oof. Yep. Whew. Imperfection. Whoa! Huh. Woo! One thing that's better than this. This is so, like, I know Glenn Slater wasn't the lyricist on Hunchback of Notre Dame, but this is some who is a monster and who is a man, what makes a monster and what makes a man kind of shit. It's like, life just couldn't get better, but now... No. Nah. Yeah. It's a good lyric, and it also kind of paints that kind of like, what do your toys do when you're not around? Well, they fall underneath the bed and go into a magical place called imperfection. Love this fucking... It's like, woo-hoo, kind of mystery music. But now, we've made it. Is he like, they do the pupils a little tinier. And then they make them bigger when she come brought to life. Also, everything about like this bit, this moment, like really made DF go, no, you know, no. Huh? Look at this. This is absolutely adorable. Ooh. This is the moment. It's so sweet too. It's so simple. No. Yeah, fucking... God. That's just adorable. Animation is just perfect for this kind of shit. No. Today will be the day. God. So freaking good. I don't know what else I can say about this film. Barely had anything to say, personally. Because it's hard. Yar. Yep. Yep. And they got really cute credit. You always gotta love like some like fun credits. Yep. Honestly, he had it coming, but Nick Jonas played a real fun villain. Like, he was great. Kelly Asbury, God rest her soul. It's just, God. You know? Allison Peck on the screenplay. He should play more villain roles. He should play more roles in general. You know? Based on the Ugly Doll characters created by... Yep. I love the friggin' narwhal shark thing. And here it comes, like, eventually, up here. Man, they had a ton of executive producers on this. Christopher Lennertz and Glenn Slater on the lyrics. And music by Christopher Lennertz. Thus, he's responsible for the instrumental and the score, which is why it like fits together so well. It's great. It's so well put together. It's like I watched this after a long time after not having seen it. Oh my god. That's a really good image for visual effects supervisor, I'll say that. Joseph P. Johnston made the film look great. Layout. That was great. Yeah. That's true. Trailer. Casting by Ruth Lambert and Robert McGee. Great job. This was a perfect cast. Like, everyone was great. Like, stellar. Like, I don't think there was a single, like, miscast character in this. Jane Lynch was the scanner voice. That makes sense. Yep. That's why I don't like going off trailers. Yeah. I think we all learn over time that a trailer is not indicative of the quality of the film, and that if it looks interesting to you, then you're gonna go see it. That's why I was, it's kind of why I was willing to give Inside Out too the benefit of the doubt, because the first trailer seemed kind of like upsetting, like just like they were just kind of like kicking you in the teeth. It's like, yeah, we're completely changing everything. It's just like we don't give a fuck. But that wasn't the case at all. They're talking about this film though. Like, I got it. Like these songs are great. Like even the songs over the credits are great. But I gotta hear myself talk because it's getting distracting. So overall, like I think like the character journey was really well done. I love how like for as optimistic and full of moxie is, she still saw through she still saw through Lou's bullshit, showing that she wasn't naive. It's like, it's like she just like really felt like her life had just been stagnating. And so she needed more. 'Cause what could be better than this? One thing. There's just one thing that could be better. There's just one thing that's better than this. It's great. Story has its issues, but overall a great film. I'd say maybe not so much the story as much the story's great, actually. The story is great. Like, all of the beats are actually really good. The character moments are pretty fun, if a little sparse. I think the biggest problem with this film isn't necessarily like the story. Blake Shelton, Wanda Sykes, and Pitbull, not so much, but Kelly Clarkson, Nick Jonas, and Janelle Monáe all sounded like they were playing characters. I mean, if you feel that, yeah, I guess maybe I don't know Blake Shelton all that well, but I thought he was a pretty good fit for Ox. That nice kind of sweet kind of guy. Like he had a voice for it, like that southern drawl in his voice kind of fit that vibe that they were going for with his character. And yeah. And Pitbull was just, you know, he played a dog, you know? Pitbull is a dog. He kind of just played himself, essentially. If you really think about it. But, you know, a silly little guy version of himself. But, like, they could have done more with the other characters. Yeah, I think, like, the pacing is the issue. Like, I think, like, why I found a lot to talk about in, like, Under the Boardwalk versus this is because this movie drags its feet. That's kind of part of the reason why I say that it could have used a lot more physical comedy. Because that's one of the things animation does really well. It's not just, like... The Ugly Truth, The Uglier Truth. God, God, the titles. Okay, Christopher Lenertz and Daniel DePrima wrote Oh My Doll. So that was not written by Glenn Slater, but, you know. Still, like, yeah, and the credit songs were written by different people because they wanted that pop song. UGLY. You ain't got no alibi, you ugly. And I love it. I know. But yeah, this is, it was good. It was good. Yeah, the pacing was a little, it was a little slow at times. It had good humor. The characters were great. But, like, it almost felt like a shorter Big and Loud. What are you referring to when you say that? Exactly. What do you mean by that? You're gonna have to elaborate. Kind of like The Uglier Truth. Yeah, no, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. There we go. Thanks, Gibberish Cat. We love you. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's a pretty good point. Yeah, because it kind of pushes into like the villain and like how they got here and like their motivations, even because like villain songs typically don't do that. Villain songs usually say like I'm the perfect guy to help you because you ugly. That's the whole shtick of his song. But The Uglier Truth, the reprise, is it really delves into him, his wants and his desires and his plans. So yeah, it does kind of feel like Big and Loud reprise. You're absolutely right. Him being a prototype of this. Yeah, see, there's a lot of good shit in this movie, but the pacing, it did drag a little bit. It's like, we have so much space between songs and it's not filled with anything all that interesting. It's like, it's entertaining, but we also have to wrestle with the fact that there's a lot of in this movie, you can't do this, I'm gonna prove you wrong, okay, feel free to prove me wrong. You can't do this, okay, but I'll prove you wrong, okay, feel free to prove me wrong. It feels like I kind of forgot where the third act started. Exactly, that is an excellent point. Like, where does the third act begin? That doesn't necessarily need to be a problem, because if you take it in traditional musical theater sense, most musicals are done in a two-act structure. So that's not necessarily a problem. The real it feels similar to Monster University in a way. Yeah, but I feel... Exactly! They're spending their time at school, and it feels like you have to do a little more in order to invest in audience. Like, your characters can be going to school, and it can still be, like, you know, really interesting, you know? Like, absolutely. But part of that, there's a balance to that. There's a balance to having your characters attend school and explaining all the nuances, all the shit to the audience. Barely know about Perfection, but The Uglies I know more of. Yeah, but that's kind of the idea, that Perfection is so surface level. It's like you don't really... That's why we spend most of our time with Lou, and of course even more of that time spent with... God, I feel so bad that I forgot her character's name. Mandy. That's right, Mandy. Like, we spend more time with Mandy, and, of course, some time with Lou because he's the main villain. He's the bad guy. And it's like, I love all those things where it's like, Ox. Who is Ox? It's like, you know that motherfucker knows something. I even love how they actually kind of point at it. It's like when Tuesday's like, they know each other? he just said, Lou, keep up. So it's like, even the movie knows that you're smarter than this. Like, you know, you pick up on it. It's like, this is the point where, if you haven't figured it out yet, like, that he already know, like, Ox and Lou already know each other from his, like, huh? I haven't heard that name in a long time. And the justification. Exactly! Like, all the similar buildings. Like, that was a pretty good, again, like, it's so simple on the surface of it, and that's the point. It's all surface level. Nothing about, like, what they're learning in perfection means anything, which is why at the end of the day, they just open the portal and they don't give a shit. You don't have to pass some tests. You don't have to do any trials or tribulations. You just go. You just go, because once you are a prepared toy, then you are out of here. You go to that big world. You go be with that kid. It's like, and that's why the ending is so, like, perfect in that way. But it did take us a while to get there. Like, and I like a good film, a good animated film that could take its time and breathe. But we took way too many times to breathe, you know? Like, it felt like it did drag. Like, I think I stopped talking not just because I wasn't interested in what was going on. What would you say to people comparing this film to Trolls? Well, I suppose we can find out next week. Trolls is on my list, and I haven't thought of a film for next week, so we can do that. You know, but yeah, I think, like, yeah, especially since I haven't really sat through Trolls all the way, so I really need to. Especially since we're going to be watching it. Yeah, but otherwise, this film is good. I like this film. The songs are really good, you know? I found like I had more that I could talk about in regards to, like, as another Glenn Slater films, like, even with its incredibly simple songs, and even more devastating message. With Spellbound, I felt like there's a lot more I could talk about here, because this world is much more exciting, and they actually do a lot more physical comedy. You know, not like a large amount, but like just a lot more than this film did. But yeah, honestly, I've seen both. I prefer Trolls. Well, you know, I guess I'll have to see how I feel about that. Honestly, it's a simple movie. It's not easy to talk about because of how much time is kind of wasted, but, you know, but even that wasted time doesn't feel totally wasted. Just means I didn't really have much to talk about because of how, like, and the animation, I guess, because, you know, it's like, that's what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about the animation. And the animation's fine, you know? It's not bad. It's not overly cartoony, but it does what it needs to do. It tells the story. But it's like, the film maybe was a little too dialogue heavy, you know? Like, even like a lot of the jokes that they could have told the physical comedy, they could have just told with, they could have just told with that, but they always did like some kind of dialogue. A lot of dialogue-based humor. Which, you know, if this film is, dare I say it in the most derogatory way, for kids, why are you doing so much dialogue-based humor? Just saying. Anyway, that's gonna be all for Ugly Dolls. Thank you all so much for joining me on this ugly adventure. And if you're reviewing this after the fact, thanks for watching. And until next time, remember to take care, stay safe, and be kind in all that you do. Good night, everybody!